Hi, I'm Rochelle, and I'm outside 11 Division. I'm going to be speaking with an officer who used his tactical communication training to help a man who had barricaded himself inside a washroom and then get him to the hospital to get the care that he needed.
Okay, I'm Paul Spence. I work here at 11 Division. On May 31st, I responded to a radio call for an emotionally disturbed person. It was a male who had barricaded himself in a washroom at McDonald's. I was asked to go there as backup. When I arrived, the first officer on scene had informed me that the male had just opened the door and advised him, threatened him not to come in or bad things would happen, and that the male had removed all his clothes and had covered himself in feces and the walls in feces. So I went up to the door, I listened, and started trying to communicate with him. I eventually had some success by talking at a high rate because that's the only way he was talking. It was very quick. And we established a bit of rapport. He eventually agreed to unlock the door and stand at the far end of the washroom. So long as I didn't come in right away, I then opened the door a crack and we continued our conversation. He was quite paranoid, wasn't sure who I was, but we worked our way through that, and he eventually then allowed me to come inside and handcuff him without incident. I then went with him in the ambulance to the St. Joseph's Health Center, where he received medication to offset the effects of the drugs that he'd been taking. He mentioned that, in his words, he had been on a 3-day bender where he'd ingested a large amount of GHB and he was smoking crystal meth. Yeah, at the Toronto Police College, they put a huge emphasis on tactical communication being our #1 tool as far as helping people or de-escalating potentially violent situations and helping people who are in crisis.
That's how we do it, TPS.